I thought we showed some glimpses today. Specifically the first 5 minutes of the game, and then I just thought there was moments sporadically from there on out. We've been a team of glimpses this year, and showing that we can really play with anybody, but we haven't been a team of consistency. So again, something that bit us in the butt today. But I believe in those glimpses, and I believe there are some wins left on our schedule, and I believe in what we're building, but we're a team that can't show just 5 minutes and then 2 minutes here, 1 minute there, 1 minute there. We're going to have to put together a full 40-minute game to win in the Big 12 this year, and we understand that. We did not do that today. I was, however, proud of their fight. Made it respectable at 19, where I think it could have easily gone the other way very, very quickly. But I will say this about West Virginia. I think out of all the Big 12 teams we've played, I think I'm most impressed by them, their speed, their athleticism, their ability to turn you over. We've played a lot of the top dogs already, and I think they're right up there in the conversation, if not at the top. So really impressed with their team, what coaches doing here, have a lot of respect for their program, and may see them again down the line, but definitely next year, excited to keep competing with these guys for years to come. So.
Coach, why was the first 5 minutes so good, and how did you kind of lose it?
We've actually, for the last 3 games or so, we've opened the games really, really well. And then, obviously you get a timeout, and then they have a chance to adjust. They have a chance to pick up their pressure a little bit. It could have been a situation they were taking us a little bit lightly to start the game, and then they picked it up, understood they needed a sense of urgency. But we started losing it when we started turning it over. And I told our team that. I said, you get loose for 1 minute against this team, it's a 6-0 run, and that's exactly what happened a couple different times during the game.
Coach, what makes playing the West Virginia defense? What are just some specific things that makes it tough to score?
They're just really scrappy, really active. They've got really, really, really just athletic, quick guards that get their hands on basketballs, don't let you get open, and they're relentless with it. They do it for 40 minutes, So you could handle it well for 15 or 20 minutes, and those other 20, if you get loose with it, they're gonna capitalize. So I think it's just their athleticism, their quickness, paired with the fact that they do it for 40 minutes and they don't ever, let up on it.
Coach, how much, especially in the first half, West Virginia's three-point shooting make a difference, because that really hasn't been a strength for them?
Yeah. Unfortunate it was a strength for 20 minutes against us today, but they only made 1 in the second half, so I thought we did a much better job with our urgency. But I think the second half was more of who they've shown they are from the three-point line, so far this season, which is what our game plan was. But I also don't think we had the best sense of urgency in the first half either. So a little bit of it was our fault. A little bit of it was the fact that they were just shooting it really well. It was one of those days for them. But when they're making threes and doing what they do, I think they're going to be really hard to beat.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to ask. If you take their normal style of play with the press and that, and then you throw three-point shooting on top of that, you talked about how impressed you are with them. Is that something that maybe kind of gives them an edge? Maybe?
Yeah, 100%. I think if they're not shooting it well from the three-point line, there's ability for teams to play really well in other areas to be able to beat them. I think if they're doing what they do in all areas and making threes at the clip that they were, like I said, I think they're going to be really hard to beat.
Questions from our local media, Kim or Sandra? Do you have any?
I'm hoping Becky can hear me because my connection's not great. But Smells improved a lot this year over her first couple of years at San Diego. But they made it real difficult today. What did they do that made it so difficult for her?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, I'll try. Actually, I put it in the chat. Can you see it, Randy?
No. You can go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. So Samantha has improved on turnovers over her first couple of years in college, but it was difficult today. What has she done to improve, and what was so difficult about what they did?
I think she's done a good job taking care of it, especially over the last month or so. I actually told her in prep for this game, I was like, this is a game you got to keep the basketball tight, and you got to do a really, really good job, or you can get exposed. And unfortunately, she was on the other end of it today. When guards are bigger and more physical than her, she usually has that quickness advantage. These guards are her height, and more athletic and quicker than she is. And, you know, she just got loose with the ball a few times that hurt us. Like Samaya, that's not the norm for her. And I think she's going to be haunted by this one for a while, because I know it's going to affect her. But I think it's going to be a wake-up call as well for our next game to keep it tighter and really focus and lock in on limiting her turnovers, because she had a significant amount today.
And are you guys staying on the road, Becky?
Yes, we are.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, thank you.